All right, we're rolling.
We rolling. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk with the Morel Brothers. Thank you for joining us today. We want to thank everybody for your support. Uh, Thank you to everybody that listen to us, that subscribe to us, that comment to us. We appreciate you. Uh,
Shout out. Whether you listen for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or if you sit through the whole thing, because I know we can ramble. We get on tangents. Topics don't always stay flush. But for those of you that listen, one love, baby.
but that's how real conversations go. It never
It branches off. It's like taking
it never stays on topic.
a
I mean,
wormhole into a parallel universe.
however, we try to stick to the subject
We stay
and
within the borders.
and give our insights and our opinions. And there's a lot of people out there sometimes that don't like our opinions, but
Please don't take anything we say as
it's
fact.
it's okay.
This what we say, what we speak on, it's not fact. This is all our opinions, how we feel. They are subject to change. And if you give us information and your perspective, because perspective is life, you may change our opinion on something that we talk about.
And I'm gonna say it like this. I stand on what I say,
I tend to
and
try.
if anybody can give me reason enough to change my mind and give me the truth, um, I would gladly change my opinion. Um, but when I say something, I say it and I mean it, and I roll with it. It's all a part of
Growth
you
as a
know
person.
growing as a person and taking responsibility. However, I am always willing to change if it's truth.
Is it responsibility or accountability?
It's responsibility and accountability because at the end of the day, I have to take responsibility for myself, my words, my actions, my thought, whatever, everything,
Okay.
myself, right?
Right,
And
right,
and,
right.
and I'm held accountable for what I say. Not just by other people, but by myself. I have to be held accountable for what I allow to come out of my mouth.
Hey, you know what? It sounds like I'm going on a tangent right now. We have nothing verbatim, but I like this because it segues into Timon hasn't been on the show for a couple episodes now. We are brothers. We have tiffs. We have arguments. We don't see eye to eye all the time. So I guess for the people who are watching who may be Timon fans and wondering why he's not here, let's share your side and perspective on why he hasn't been here for the last couple episodes.
Okay, so I don't know if this is fact or if it's just my imagination,
Hmm.
right? But he hadn't been here for a while because um and maybe I'm wrong. And Timon, you can tell me if I'm wrong, right? Uh we went out to a restaurant. I wanted to sit at the bar. Everybody else wanted to sit at the table. And I want you guys out there to tell me what your opinion on this is as well. So everybody else went to the table. I went to sit at the bar. I want to sit at the bar. I'm, that's just the way it is. If I say I want to sit at the bar, I'm going to sit at the bar. I don't want to sit at the table. So I don't know. Timon may have gotten a little upset. I don't know. He may, I mean, he feels some type of way about it because I didn't sit with everybody else at the table. And, you know, we had a discussion about it. I'm not gonna
We don't need
say
to
what the
review. Yeah,
discussion
right,
was,
right, 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 right.
but we discussed it and we couldn't see eye to eye. I mean, it is what it is. If I decide I want to do something, I am going to do it because I am me and I'm autonomous, right? No matter if I go out with a group or if I'm by myself, I'm autonomous. If I said I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. So
So, simple misunderstanding that can be elevated because of difference of opinions, correct?
correct.
So, I mean, from your perspective, looking back, is there a healthy compromise that could have avoided?
Uh
Yeah, I mean, not to say that you have to compromise, but could it have been avoided? Yes.
yes, it could have if I had decided, hey, I want to sit with everybody
Right,
else.
right, 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 right.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
have. But here's the thing. I felt like, hey,
You wanted to be at
I
the bar.
wanted to be at the bar. And I don't think that should, you know, sully the moment. We're all still together. I mean, what's
I,
the difference of me sitting at the bar and sitting at the table, which we still had a conversation at the table? I mean, the bar and the table was like right there. So what's the difference? I mean, the conversation was still flowing. Everybody was still having a good time. I don't see, and I mean, don't see the big deal.
mm, without having Timon here to get his perspective and what he felt at that moment, the conversation does seem a bit
It's
one-sided.
one-sided. Yeah.
But I do wonder what he felt in that moment that made him feel like you should have been at the table.
I know what he felt in the moment, but I don't want to speak for him,
Right.
and I'm not going to speak for him.
I mean,
I'm gonna allow him the space to share that if he wants to, and speak on it if he wants to. But at the end of the day, my opinion and my autonomy is not gonna change, and it's not gonna change for anybody, right? It could be my wife, it could be my mom, it could be my dad, it could be my brother, it could be anybody. Unless you can give me a good enough reason why I should change, then I'm not. It's this is what it is. And I do a lot of self-reflection, right? And if I did something wrong, I would gladly apologize.
you say give a good enough reason. Outside of things being factual, how do you deem what's a good reason? Because to me, the way I'm feeling is a good enough reason for me,
Or for you
right?
to feel that way,
And so
right?
I'm coming to you with what I think is a good enough reason.
Right.
So how do you on the outside determine,
Okay.
hey, this is a good enough reason for me to sway what I'm standing?
So here's the thing. If people are allowed to feel however they want, people are allowed to have their own feelings.
Right.
And
Never apologize for how you feel.
right. And if someone is feeling some type of way, then it's that feeling, it's not mine to carry, right?
Right, right.
If I didn't do anything to hurt you in a way that you cannot handle yourself, bro, like that's you have to internalize that and let it go. Because not the way you feel, what if I was feeling some type of way that day? I mean,
True that.
I have feelings too, right?
Right, right.
What if I was feeling some type of way that day?
Definitely feelings clash.
Right?
Feelings.
So don't tell me you feel some type of way because I did something that I felt like I needed to do for me because something that I wanted to do. It wasn't violent, right?
Right.
Nobody got hurt physically,
Please preface that.
right? And it wasn't nothing malicious in my intent. My intentions was to sit at the bar, and that's what I did. And I think that people tend to try to make everybody around them comfortable and please everybody. If you're not pleased with my actions, I'm okay with that,
Can't please everybody.
right? Regardless of the situation.
Can't please everybody. If you try to please everybody, you'll never please yourself because you're too busy trying to please everybody.
Everybody around you. So if I decide, hey, this is what I want to do, and in that moment, I'm gonna make that decision. This is what I'm gonna do for me. As long as I'm not hurting anybody out
That's
here,
fair.
I'm not going to shrink myself for the happiness of others. I am me. I am who I am. I'm going to make a decision for me, right? And this is not a decision for the growth of the people around me. This is just a decision that's for me. Now, when it comes to making decisions for the for myself that will help the people around me grow, then that's a different conversation, right?
Mm.
Because this now affects everybody around me. And what I say or do in that moment could affect people in the far future. But me sitting at the bar, I'm sitting at the bar. That's what I want to do. I'm doing it.
All right. Hey, right now, right now.
What are your thoughts? I want to hear. I want to hear you.
I mean, from what I hear, what I saw, to me, I could care less. You want to sit at the bar? Go sit at the bar. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm hanging with the rest of everybody else,
Right.
and I say that because I'm a person who values. Please don't. I don't want people to take it wrong, but I value my isolation. I've been through my working years. I've been in customer service and things where I have to take away from what I want and people please to make sure I get my jobs done. So in my personal life, there are times where I like to be alone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. So I understand the wanting to break away from the crowd and just be solo dolo for a moment. Something you need that. You need a solo time for your mental, for your spiritual, for your physical. So I dig it. To me, it wasn't that big a deal. I didn't know it got to that point.
But you said something about it at the bar. You're like, "Oh, you building walls?" And what was my response? What was my response? He was like,
Climb
"Climb
over it,
over it,
dig under
dig
it,
under it,
go
go around it."
go around it.
But I mean, if you felt some type of way, you should say, "Hey, dude, it's just like you, fuck it." Oh, excuse my language, but
When I said it, it was jokingly.
no, it was very light. It was light.
Again, to me,
It doesn't matter.
if I wanted to sit at the bar, I would have
It's
said,
the bar, right? I mean, it is what it is, and you know, everybody takes things
but
differently,
just like
and no, his feelings is his feelings, and I
right.
respect it, and I gave him space to express his feelings towards me, and we talked about it, and yeah, I mean, we haven't lost any love,
Facts.
you know, about it. It's just, he felt some type of way about it, and it's okay.
But just coming back from the tangent that I went on, I don't think it's fair for me to speak any further than that without hearing how he felt,
Yeah.
where his mind was at that moment. But I mean, sitting here, I can sit back and laugh at it because
I mean,
again, to me, it's like
it is what it is. I was sitting at the fucking bar.
whatever.
I was in the bar. I like sitting at bars. If there's a bar, if we go to a bar, I want to sit at the bar because that's what it's called.
Favorite drink?
Mm, thank you, Don. Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Favorite drink.
I'm not a big drinker myself, so if I do drink, I like the lighter, fruitier drinks. Something that I can sip on that kind of tastes like juice, make me feel like I'm not really drinking alcohol.
But you are. So
Yeah.
are you lying to yourself, or are you just
No. I just don't. I don't prefer the taste of alcohol.
okay?
So if you can mask the taste a little bit for me, I'll drink it.
Okay, so
Coke, like a Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
I do Jack and Coke.
Okay, all right.
I do a Jack and Coke. I've had Jack and Coke. I've had Fuzzy Navels. I've had uh all kind of. I've had wine spritzers, all kind of stuff. If it's light and fruity and it doesn't just give me alcohol off rip, try it.
So well,
But I mean, even with just like taking shots and stuff like that, I do my shots of Don Julio, I do my shots of Jack, and my shots of Crown. I do indulge depending on the occasion because I'm more of a social drinker than anything.
right.
And we're not supposed again going on a tangent. That's not what we're supposed.
So I'm a Scotch guy.
Okay, yeah.
I like drinking Scotch. Glenlivet 12, 14.
You prefer it straight or over ice?
No, man. How, you drink Scotch with either a cube or a ball of ice. Scotch is supposed to be savored. Scotch is supposed to be savored, man. You savor a nice glass of Scotch and you relax at the bar. Watch the game. You know what I mean? You watch the game, whatever game's on, baseball, football, basketball, soccer, whatever's on.
Whatever you like.
Enjoy a conversation with the patrons at the bar. I tell you what, man, you sit at the bar, you meet some very interesting
Cool. Yeah,
people.
you do meet some
And you
cool
meet
people at
some
the bar.
interesting people at the bar. And they'll give you some really good life insights, like sitting there, whether it be business, personal, whether it be whatever. You can find some people at the bar that's just there.
Sometimes what's that saying? Drunk lips speak sober thoughts.
Sober thoughts. Like seriously, meet some people at the bar that's just chilling and can give you the key to unlock
that you're
life.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man,
you never know.
But again, that was just one moment of our time to let people know that we're a true and real family, and we have
Shout out to Mom.
discussions and disagreements that happens in real life, and we're not afraid to sit and talk about it and
Shout out to
and
Mom.
be open about it.
I'm trying to pull you in. Let's get your side. Let the people decide. Hey, I'm not even gonna say pick your side, but give your insight on how things could.
Okay, so here's the thing: if you out there in the world of YouTube go out with a group of people and you want to sit somewhere else, um, do you think you should forego sitting by yourself at the bar or sit with everybody else?
Put it down in the comments.
Put it down in the comments. Let us know. This is real life situation. This is a real deal that
It's the real deal.
we just went through, and I want to hear from you guys.
Not yet. Let us know. You're out with your group. You decide you want to be solo dolo for a minute. Do you break off or do you stay with the group because you went with the group? Let us know.
Let us know.
One love, baby. One love.
Thank you for joining us today.